when I was 17, I started going to a school that taught alternative medicine and alternative psychology. And right as I was graduating at about 18 years old, I actually ended up taking over and buying the school. And what I was learning there was something that I was deeply passionate about, so it felt really aligned. But shortly after actually buying the school, I realized the kind of immense pressure of what I had just committed to. And the pressure was something that was so intense that it made it to where I didn't have the ability to relax or sleep for about 2.5 years. So by the time I was about 21 years old, I was starting to have a lot of mental fog and cognitive decline. I got diagnosed at that time with stage 3 adrenal exhaustion, and just all around was having a really hard time being able to get motivated and do the things that were necessary in my role there. I started down a path of trying to just address my own healing and try to bring back the kind of cognitive facilities that I felt like I had lost, and also bring back the just sort of psycho-emotional sense of well-being. And along that path, I got introduced to a IV therapy known as neurotransmitter restoration. And I went down to a clinic in Mexico and got this 3-day-long IV drip that was designed to be able to rapidly repair neurotransmitter damage and balance out brain chemistry. And that experience was something that was really remarkable for me. In the course of 3 days, I went from feeling just utterly exhausted and having a really hard time being able to find the energy and motivation necessary, and also having a hard time being able to grasp complex concepts, to having all of the lights turned back on and going to this place where my cognitive capacities felt like they had come back, not just to where they had previously been, but to a level that I'd never before experienced. And my sense of happiness increased dramatically. My sense of internal motivation increased. And along with that, something that was, I think, kind of the most profound for me was that my sense of empathy and my ability to feel the connectedness of life increased dramatically. And it was through that experience of my own kind of healing and own self journey that I realized that through the right applications of biochemistry and technology, that it was possible to not only increase the intelligence and the capacity of individuals, but to also increase their empathy, and as a result, their underlying motivations for how they interface with the world. And it was that realization that caused me to want to start Neurohacker for the purpose of being able to create a large enough population of people that had the right kinds of intelligence, capacities, and motivations to not just improve their own quality of life, but to actually be able to address the hard problems of the world.